understand the idea of doing the deep breathing, so I do it along with them, and sometimes I like it so relaxed I totally lose my cap where I am, and I may do more pumps in one area than another because it's just like, oh, this is so relaxing for me too. Okay, so
Can I ask you something?
yeah,
real quick?
sure.
How hard are you pressing, like to pump? Oh,
It's
much
very
lighter than I was thinking.
Yeah.
Right?
You don't want to compress.
Not much,
You
yeah.
just want to stimulate. So when you practice, I'll be able to tell by how the skin moves, what your pressure is, and we can adjust that as we go. But very light.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hey
Very
Trish,
light. Yeah.
for the sake of the content, can we move the model a little to the side?
Yeah, sure, Kim. Can you
This
move
way.
this way a little bit? Is that better?
Best.
Of course.
That's perfect.
Okay. All right. So, Carrie, could you get me my warm water from the hot towel cabbie?
yes, very good.
Actually, I think they do have, the Dr. Schwab has micellular, so micellular, because of the little cellular knobes of oil, kind of helps get a little bit more slip. Okay. Thank you. Yes, that's perfect. Okay, so we're going to start with pumping, and then, so we're going to just kind of prime the nodes again. Then we're going to start at the jawline and go straight across the jawline, down by the carotid artery, and 1, 2, 3.
And so when you're sliding it, is that just as much pressure as?
Yeah, if you want to come over, I'll show you. Anybody here? Give me your hand. So you just,
Yeah, it's very light.
it's very light. It's about this,
So it's like
that.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's why this is so relaxing for the client too.
so you did a cleanse, right?
I did.
Kind of was paying attention. You did
Yeah,
a cleanse.
I
and
did the
now this is
cleanse. Right. We did the analysis first.
So not taxing on the esthetician.
No.
No, it's
Yeah.
not. No, it's incredibly
Right?
relaxing to do. Did anybody else want to try that?
I want to
Okay.
try. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
Is it different from mine? Just curious.
Not really.
Okay. Just curious.
Okay.
Maybe I didn't do
All right, so very light. Press it down through the system. 1, 2, 3. So I do 3 in each. But again, if you have somebody who has a lot of fluid like she does, I might do 4 or 5. I mean, there's no, it's put as a protocol 3 in each place, but you can, if you want to extend the length of your facial, you can do it 4, 5, 6 times. It's up to you. Minimum 3. All right, now we're going to go kind of on top of the jawbone. Remembering where we saw more fluid for her, it was on top of that. So I'm going to do a few extra ones there. Now the water, micellular water, is starting to absorb into the skin, so I'm going to need more. All right, so now we're going to go corner of lips.
And do you need to use micellular water? Or?
You just need something because it's such a feather light touch.
So something with a
If you
little
don't have
slip.
something with a little slip, you're going to
Right.
get that kind of like skipping kind of feel, you know,
Okay.
and it needs to be gliding very smoothly.
Okay. And oil's probably just too
Oil's
heavy,
too much, yeah. Right, and then I'm going to do under the cheekbone again. She's absorbing because her skin is dry, so she's really absorbing the water. We're going to go under the cheekbones. top of the cheekbones. And then the eyebrows. Okay. Did you feel anything going down the back of your throat, Kim?
Mm-mm.
She's probably going to feel it more into compression. So I'm just going to just wipe off the rest of the water. I don't have to remove any product really because we didn't use any product. We just used water. Okay. All right, so now I would do my exfoliation. So I don't want to get into something that's going to take too long because she has to get going at 1 o'clock. So I'm just going to use this raspberry refining scrub. It smells yummy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't think I put enough on my hands. Now, Carrie, do you mix water with this? Is there any protocol that says, yeah?
I mean, just with wet hands, right?
Yeah, I just didn't know. It feels kind of thick.
For sure.
If I can feel it.
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah.
No.
All right, so I'm still gonna follow. I'm not gonna do any lymphatic, but I am gonna follow the system kind of. Does Skin Script have any specific protocol or just like this?
For the
Yeah.
raspberry scrub, just, yeah, I don't think they have.
Okay.
that I've
Some companies
seen-
do.
I've done their product knowledge class, and I don't think they gave any specific protocol to this.
Yeah, just
They
for
only
the-
give for like chemical peels and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, they have chemical peels too? The
Yeah.
line?
They have
Oh,
lots of
enzymes,
enzymes and
yeah.
peels as their thing. It's a natural brand.
Well, I love the scents for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And you know,
So
the clients love that too.
Mhm.
Right, Kim?
Their pumpkin enzyme is huge this time of year.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah.
Yeah, we used to always, in the spa, we used to always do a promotion in the fall. I'm sorry, my long leg.
that's okay.
Hitting this stand.
Oh, or maybe we didn't tighten it. Do you want me to tighten?
Okay. Can you grab me another hot towel from the cabinet? Ooh, it smells so good on my hands. Thank you.
Essential oil.
Which one? It's the geranium, the ambrosia.
So do you have the essential oils in a bucket and you just dip them?
What I do when, for the towels, you
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
So
'cause
what
I
I
haven't
do
done
is I
that.
have a big bowl. I have one of those like a big mixing bowl.
Yeah.
And I fill it up with water and I put the essential oils in it and then I mix it around a little bit and then I put the towels in.
Yeah.
And I
then
just
squeeze
soak them
in.
and wring them out, put them
I
in.
love that. Yeah, I don't do that.
It really adds a nice,
It does.
elegant.
It really does.
So nice.
Yeah, I don't know which one this is. What?
I
Which
think it's
one is
lavender and
I usually just use lavender.
Oh, lemon is also really popular too. I
Mhm.
think.
Orange, yeah, that's nice too. Anything that you think that your client is gonna like. I mean, it's just like adding a nice, elegant touch
yeah,
too.
I love it.
And I think it also gives good ambiance for your facial.
Yes.
Like those little touches.
And that's really what I think makes the difference is all those little added things that you
Right.
do, you know?
The details.
Yeah. All right, now, because we're using a scrub, I want to go back and make sure that everything is off because when I start doing compression, if there's any little things left, it's going to hurt. Yeah. That's why I don't usually use a scrub.
This one leaves a lot of.
I usually use like an enzyme or a peel or a dermaplane, but
Mm-hmm.
Oh, put it back there.
oh, thank you.
Yeah.
All right, I'm just gonna feel. Oh, there's one.
Probably gonna want to use another hot towel.
You think?
I think so.
Let me just.
I haven't used that scrub.
Yeah.
Sometimes I take a dry,
Yeah, I was just gonna
brush
say a
and
dry,
here's your fan brush right there, and sometimes I just flick. When you're in there, you're like, what the heck am I gonna do now? I'm gonna dust you off.
Good idea.
Yes, yeah.
Well, you know, when you're right in the middle, you're like, oh, I gotta keep
Right.
going on.
We're short on towels and
Yeah, for sure.
Take it till I make it here. We're just gonna pull everything out of the closet. I don't know.
All right, I think I got them all.
It was an emergency move, but it was.
there's
Right
yeah,
here?
there's I feel like there's some here.
Oh,
Yeah, there's. They might have like.
well, we're not gonna be doing as much compression down there. but
Okay.
And when we do the towel at the end, that'll get it, but
And maybe a little
I'm more
bit, like, on her
concerned
eye
here,
area
yeah.
on here.
She's relaxed. It's all good.
Anybody else see anywhere that I'm not?
Like
Okay,
right there.
right here?
They like are kind of shiny.
Yeah, right. Note to self, I forgot why I don't use scrubs when I do this
Right,
facial.
And then right here. Just a little.
Okay. Okay, I think we got them all. Oh, a little hair on the eyes, hold on. Okay, so, what should I put on as a serum?
So there's the,
Ageless Skin Hydrating.
Her skin's gonna like absorb that.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking the hydrating for sure, yeah.
You're gonna want to use a lot
Yeah, it's a pretty,
because it's good. It's good. Her skin, if she's dehydrated, is going to absorb it.
oh. Oh, so you're saying to use a lot?
Yeah.
Oh.
If you're looking for slip,
Yeah, well,
That's
no,
what you
at this point, I
you
don't
just
care
need
about slip.
hydration. Yeah.
I'm putting the serum and the cream on top of it, and then I'm gonna start the sculpting movements. So maybe a little slip, but not necessarily, like, it's not like you would need as much slip as you would if you were doing like regular massage.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So this is using something like vitamin C
Mhm.
or hyaluronic acid?
Yes.
But no acid, like no retinol product?
Well, that would have been I would have used a retinol or whatever during the exfoliation. Now, as we're doing sculpting, I want to infuse.
Okay.
I think I'm going to use a different towel because I think I have a few little of those nubbies on my hands. Okay, and then the moisturizer, one of these here, Cell Renewal Day Cream,
Yeah, that's a
and
mask.
oh, that's a mask. So this one,
Yeah.
okay. Do you have like a,
Spatula.
yeah. Yeah, boy, you can see her skin just sucked that up, huh?
Yeah. That's like a really thin product.
It's a really what?
That product is like really like thinner, I think.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
it's not good
yeah.
for like that massage. that
Yeah,
I was
no.
asking
It's like, it's a serum. I always layer with the serum and moisturizer. Thank you. Okay, so now we're gonna start our, our sculpting. So I'm using full hand and I'm like literally pushing on the skin. I'm gonna do 3 times each movement. Now this, Kim, you may feel more fluid going down the back of your throat when I do this, okay? If it feels like it's too much, please let me know and we'll get you a drink of water, okay?
Is that moderate pressure?
No, heavy pressure.
Heavy
One-
pressure. Okay.
Here, what I'll do is I'll wipe my hands and then if you want me to.
Does
So-
it feel weird? Like, is
Okay.
it, is it a weird
That's
feeling?
pretty
light.
No, it feels
That
great,
light is
actually.
light.
It's not like,
So as I'm gliding,
No,
I'm
it's
kind
really
of
good.
doing
Okay, so it's more of a
Okay,
rocking, not
heavy.
gliding.
It's
heavy.
It is
Yeah.
heavy.
Not a,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
okay. As heavy as you can make it
Ooh, yeah. That's good.
because it tightens the skin.
So those little light movements have drained the lymph. Gosh, I didn't realize it was so light too.
Yeah, it is because the nodes are right underneath the layer of the skin. So if you press, you don't get them to suck in the fluid. You just kind of squish them, you know. So you have to be very feather light when you're doing the pumping, and then when you want to move the. So think of if you had water on a table and you wanted to get it into that hole, you wouldn't press because then it's going to go everywhere. Remember that we want it to move in its channel. So we're going to move it. You know what I mean?
oh, that's a great analogy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense when you say that.
otherwise you push too hard, you just obliterate.
Exactly.
It just,
Exactly.
just cuts it off.
Exactly. It won't move through the channel it needs to move through. Now this, if there's anything left over, it will move. It may not go into the channel because we're kind of squishing it, but I've had people tell me, I felt it when I was on my way home. I felt like some stuff going down the back of my throat. So they may still feel it afterwards. And I just tell them, well, make sure you just drink a lot of water. So I'm using the back of my knuckles.
What have been some of the positive comments people have made after facials?
So relaxing. They love how glowy and lifted their skin looks. I always tell them, now I'm going to apply compression. And if it feels like it's too heavy, please let me know and I'll lighten up. Because if someone has some sensitive skin and it's very, like say someone with rosacea where there's a lot of inflammation, I may have to let up on that a little bit because if it's very inflamed underneath, it's going to feel too much to press on it like that.
Now, how does this complement or not complement like a facial massage? You know, like
It's
a
in
10 to
place of.
15 minutes. It's in place of.
It's in place of. Because the whole point of a facial massage is to bring blood flow to the skin, right? And look at the blood flow as you're doing compression. So it's in place of that. Now you can add a few little things like around the eyes, you know, like you'll see when I get up there.
So Trish, is it safe to say then massage is working the muscle, whereas this is more working the actual skin and the systems.
Yes,
Right.
yes. I guess I never thought of, I was taught anyways, like back in the dinosaur age, I was taught that massage for the face is not necessarily about the muscles, because the muscles are so far beneath what we're working on and what we're touching.
It's like movement.
But it's movement to bring blood flow to the face, because and with blood flow comes the oxygen, right? Because the face is the last place to get nutrients from the blood system. The blood, when we work our body and whatever, everything, all that blood flow as oxygen is going to the organs to keep us alive, our heart, our lungs, etc. So the face is the last place to get it. So the idea of massage that I was always taught was to bring blood flow and make it feel, it's kind of like an exercise routine for the face,
Right.
to bring blood flow and make it feel really good, right? So Kim, what do you think about, how does this feel?
Feels great.
Yeah, it feels really nice.
Yeah.
You'll see when you start working on each other. And then, now this, I'm going to work up a little bit. Several of the companies I worked for had a whole protocol on just pulling up the eyebrows. And you can actually, I've done this myself when I'm going out someplace special. Put my head back, pull up on the eyebrows, and it's like, woo, instant high eyebrows. Now, the other thing that I got distracted by everything, but when you're doing the lymphatic, and you're going to do it when you're working on yourself, is when you're working with the water, if somebody has fluid under the eye, before the eyebrows are the last place, but you'll slide your thumb underneath and push the fluid into the tear duct. So you'll kind of do this, and then this, and you'll need more slip because you don't want to be pulling at that tissue in the eye area, but you'll press it in there and then do the eyebrows.
What about like dark circles, that kind of thing?
Yeah, it will help.
Same.
It won't 100% get rid of it, but it will help.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we've done the infusion, and now I'm going to, the first level, or the first round of sculpting. Now I'm going to put the mask on, and then we'll do the next round. Thank you. Okay, thank you. And I usually use a little extra than you normally would, just because when we put the 4x4 that's wet, it kind of gets diluted a little bit. This might have some of those knobbies on it. Do you
Yeah.
have another brush?
Let's see, just on that table over there.
Thank you.
Which mask
Smells
is
yummy.
this one? It's the Dr. Schwab brightening mask.
Okay, now we'll do. is hot in here, right? I thought it was me. I'm actually going to put another one down here because I didn't leave room for that because I got some mask down there.
So you're really not doing a décolleté.
No, but you can.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to add, like, make it more of a 90-minute, you can. Okay. Okay, so now we're going to go back to our sculpting movements again. We're going to do the same through, and this is when you can, I feel like you can really feel the bone structure coming through the mummy mask. And if you feel like somebody has a lot of fluid, I mean, you don't have to keep your hands, like, literally you're sculpting the skin. So if you want to do this, that's okay too. Like, bring the bones through. The only time you don't want to do that, obviously, is in the eye area.
Having flashbacks to massages and the clearance. And the
Yeah,
blue
right?
background.
Exactly.
Yeah, with the red line.
Yeah, with the what?
The red line.
The red light?
Red line.
Oh, the red
Remember
line,
the
yeah,
red
everything
line?
is red.
Everything is red.
Yes.
What do you mean?
They make you wear red tunics, all the products are red,
Oh.
labeled, everything is red.
I love clearance back in the day.
I still use the double serum. I love that double serum.
Oh my gosh, that is such a popular product now.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, it is,
It always has been great.
Yeah,
but,
it always
like,
has
they've
been.
reformulated it a couple times and it's still.
What makes
it's
it
amazing.
makes it double?
It's literally two products.
It's water and oil.
Yeah.
Okay, so the water is to replicate the fluid that's found on the surface of the skin, and then the vitamin C fluid. So it's in 2 tubes, and when you press it out, it comes out as one. That's why it's called double serum. Okay, so this is where, so I usually save the cold part with the sticks for us, but this is also depending on how much time you want to, like, really make this. You can then use, let me take my watch off here, your whole arm. I usually just go back one more time and just feel the bone structure.
So there's movement at the chin, then here.
Everywhere under the bone, because that's
Everywhere
where the
under the
fluid
bone.
sits.
Got you. Here.
Yep, so
Here.
right here,
Yep.
right
Here.
above there, so
Yep.
you want to get in there,
Okay.
right?
And
And
then.
like right here under the eyes.
So
So I'm not going to use
ouch.
my fingers though because of the eyes,
Yep.
but I'm pressing with this,
So that's your third. Okay.
all right? And then the eyebrows, you want to like really pull up
Okay.
as you're compressing.
Okay.
Any contraindications with like fillers, Botox?
I would
any
tell
of that?
anybody to wait. They say a couple of weeks, but I would say like a month, just to be on the safe side. Like, get your fillers, get your Botox, but wait 3 to 4 weeks before you come and see me. after it's set, you're not gonna move it with this, okay? All right, Carrie, can you go in the fridge, and the ice sticks are on the door, in the shelf in the door.
Okay.
And then we'll use the sculpting. How you feeling, Kim?
Great.
I thought I saw you dozing in a couple minutes.
Almost.
I'm always, the worst part about this for me is because I'm just, so into sculpting the skin is, look at what happens to the hair. I haven't found a way to keep the band from moving back, because as you're sculpting, you're moving everything.
If you do scalp massage, then it doesn't matter.
It doesn't
Yeah.
matter. I
This
just
is
take it
true.
off.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't see her bring them. Okay. So,
So these are also called cryo sticks, right?
I guess,
Okay.
do they call them cryo sticks
think
too?
so,
Yeah,
don't they?
okay. So I start, see how they fit lovely around the eye.
And it looks like you are putting kind of some pressure on there.
Yeah, I'm pressing it down a little bit because the edges of this fit perfectly in the eye bone area, in the orbital area.
Oh, that's cool.
How does it feel?
How's it feel, love? Too cold?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
pretty cold.
All right.
How was that pressure?
Oh, the pressure felt good.
Okay.
Okay, so I left it there too long. That's because I was just demonstrating to you, but I wouldn't leave it that long, or I would go back
Just
and do
kinda
it a
do
couple
a
of times. Exactly. Okay, so I'm gonna come down here. And this fits perfectly in here. And then this also fits perfectly in here. So you can press the underside of the cheekbone as well. And then we're going to bring up the eyebrows.
So then if you didn't have the cold sticks, then you would just skip this part
Yeah.
until you're done.
I wonder if you can do this with cold gua sha
Maybe, yeah.
Or jade.
Or even those.
Yeah, jade.
Jade gua shas
Or those glass.
Well, what I like about these
Gloves
is though they're
Yeah.
contoured and they fit the bone structure, and I like that.
They're probably nice to hold. Seems like
Yes,
they're easy to hold.
they are easy to hold.
Put it in the freezer tonight.
And those are in the freezer, not the fridge.
I actually have
Correct.
my multi-function machine has cryotherapy.
Could you put them in the fridge just to not to get them as cold? Or do
Yeah,
you prefer-
yeah, yeah. I like them as cold as they can get,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
because the cold is what brings the blood flow and tightens the skin at the same time. So it's kind of part of the whole theory of cryotherapy, you know. How'd that feel, Kim?
Great.
So how many minutes approximately do you allow for this?
I
portion?
usually just go over it once. I'm just doing a little bit more for you guys, but I
Okay.
usually would just like go, again, depends on if it's a 90-minute, you want to do it a couple of times. If it's 75-minute, you can extend it however long you want. I don't, I would use these in the ultimate 75. I would not use it in a 60-minute. All right, and this is when I would do massage. Do we have massage? Any massage cream, just or something to like do her neck and shoulders.
Yeah.
If you're using
Oh,
it for
thanks,
you.
hon. Thank you.
This?
Yeah.
I need to smell it.
Smells yummy.
It's so yummy.
This towel must
It
have some
does.
knobbies on it. I got some on my hands. I'll take it back. 'Cause- Here, I'll give it to you in a second.
Or something.
There you go.
That does smell lovely.
It's
Boy,
different.
I might have
It's
to buy
like,
some things today.
it's like something, I don't know, it's like a
Oh,
different
I'll take a
smell.
little bit
It's not
more.
something I've smelled
Her skin is very dry. She's
for a
sucking it up.
massage.
Yeah.
I just got my knuckles tattooed. There, like I have an awful spray tan because I was snooky last night. So I'm all orange.
You were what last night?
Snooky.
Oh, Snooky. Oh, okay.
That's my girl. Snooky. I'm not usually this orange.
Well, Kim, we got to get you a massage, babe. You got a lot of got a lot of tight up there in the shoulders. Sometimes I have, if somebody is really tight, I might take a hot towel out of my cabinet and put it there, work some other part and come back just to loosen it up a little bit.
I feel like you could charge like $100 more if you just give somebody a little shoulder massage. They're so into
That's
it.
their, I think, one of their
Yeah.
favorite parts,
It really
right? Because
is.
everybody holds tension
Yeah.
in their neck and shoulders. Oh, I love the smell of that. Is that like an apple? Do I smell apple in that oil?
Yeah, I don't know. I couldn't. Nothing stood out to me as to what. I thought maybe apricot, but I didn't see apricot.
Maybe apricot.
Grapeseed oil,
Oh,
Grapeseed.
grapeseed.
almond oil, and avocado.
Does it have any fragrance?
Evening primrose,
Hmm.
rose hip seed oil, argan.
Pomegranate?
There is pomegranate.
Oh, maybe that's.
Maybe that's it.
Right, neem seed oil. I don't know what that is. Vitamin E oil, vanilla extract.
There's no fragrance, so I didn't see any
Yeah,
fragrance.
it's all, I
right?
think it's just all of one.
Yeah.
That smells so good.
Right, and you can spend as much time on this as you want to for your facial. And then this is where I would, so Kara, can you do me a favor and just run a towel under cold water
Okay.
and another hot towel cabbie towel.
Want that first?
Yeah, I'm gonna put that on first. Thank you. Usually, another reason why I do this is I have a massage cream, and this takes the slip off of wherever I just did that. It's kind of like wiping it off so she doesn't leave feeling kind of slippery. Well, you would do the towel first and then say, I'm going to put a little cold on your face. And I mean, you don't have to keep it in the freezer or whatever, as long as it's a colder temperature than the towel that's on her shoulder.
You said you kept a little cooler or something with cold ice pack in there and the towel? Is that what you do?
Well, we used to, in the spa, the girls got really into this whole cold thing. They thought that the ice sticks were the bomb and they wanted to do more, so we got those gel masks and put them in the freezer and they were literally, you know, cut out holes, mouth and whatever, and they have like a headband, and then we would sculpt on top of that. After we did the regular sculpting, just a little bit, just to, and leave the coat on, and it depends on the client. Some people loved it, and some people are like, yeah, that's not for me. So, I mean, it's a form of cryotherapy, which is always really, really good for the skin, especially since we're talking about a buildup of fluid due to inflammation. Oh, there you are.
Cold plunge.
Pardon?
It's better than a cold plunge.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
I mean, it's supposed to be good for you too, but.
Yes.
So how much do you guys, like, in this market, what's like an average 60-minute?
It's kind of all
Facial.
over the place.
Yeah.
I feel like I've seen it at like 75, 85. And
Okay.
I've seen it go up to, you know, 150 for like the 60 minutes. So I really feel like it's kind of all over the place.
Yeah. So how much do you guys charge? Average. What do you guys charge for 70
I'm
or
gonna
for?
be charging 120. That's more the
60?
lower end, 120 for 60 minutes.
Okay.
It starts at 120 usually, and
Yeah.
then up to 250 per
Okay.
60 minutes.
But you're in California.
Yeah, I'm in California.
What part of California are you
Los Angeles County.
in? Yeah, so you can,
with-
that market, definitely, yeah.
So
I'm
I was-
at the same price point.
Are you?
I charge
Good for you.
120 for my lower end facials, and I go up to 199.
Good for you, yeah.
And I'm thinking, like, if they want a jelly mask, then you can do like an extra charge, because some people love the jelly mask, so
Yes.
they would pay extra for that.
Yeah.
That's a very trendy
So like
thing.
any extra
Yeah.
things you can actually build up on that
Yeah.
facial.
Yeah. So if your basic is 120, what would you do with this?
I probably would do 120.
Still? I would say you could go up to 150.
150, yeah. I'm just so scared to read because there's so much competition, you know.
Yeah,
like,
but how many people are doing lymphatic sculpting?
more and more nowadays. But yeah, you're right. 150 might be better.
I think that you dilute the difference by making it the same price. Do you know what I mean? Like, your basic facial has a certain kind of manipulations. This is much more health oriented. The skin, it's just so much better.
Yeah.
That I think that by pricing it at your basic level, you take away the difference of it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I think you need to go up a little bit.
And people have the mentality with if it's more expensive, it must be better.
Absolutely, absolutely.
It's like if it's cheap, why is it so cheap, right?
Exactly. And so if you say, oh, we have this new sculpting lip facial, and it's the same price as the basic, like, what's the big deal?
Right.
Do you know
Why
what I
would I
mean?
do that? Do you put your jade mask on that, Trish? Or you just-
I would think that.
Most people do. Like you said, they think if it's more expensive, it's got to be better. So, I mean, it's not that much more expensive. We're only talking $30.
Yeah.
But it's a different, but it's like none of my facials, like I don't charge 200, I charge 199
Oh, yeah.
because people see it as, oh, that's not that expensive. Yeah.
Or like fives, like 155,
Yeah, exactly.
175.
To see like
Versus
my
like-
dermaplane and my deep cleanse just went up to 125 from 120 because people don't notice that.
Yeah,
tiny
when it's just
bit
a
of
little bit like
difference,
that, yeah. So this is what I'm saying. This is how you want to put your products on. If you can feel the pressure I'm using, this is how you're going to put your products on.
That's the same pressure that you used before.
Not
Little
quite.
lighter.
Little lighter, for sure, definitely, because they're not going to feel comfortable doing that on their own skin.
Or they'll hurt themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is how they're going to apply it, like that. I still do apply my products like this every day. Okay, how about an SPF?
Oh, yes, yeah.
Well, we're right on time, Cam. You had to be out of here by 1 o'clock. It's almost quarter up.
That, hanging
Okay. Thank you.
Now, is anyone using the needles of the little?
Oh, the micro needles?
Yeah, the micro needle.
I don't know.
Or what is yeah, the
Would you
EpiPen?
combine this?
I'm about to
Would you
start
be able to
doing
combine
that.
this with radio?
I'm not that familiar with how to use it. I've not gone to any training yet on that. But I'm a little bit concerned that if it punctures the skin, does it create inflammation underneath?
Oh no, I'm not.
Oh.
I was wondering if you would combine this with radio frequency.
Oh, sure, absolutely. Yeah.
Do you like using it?
All right. Guys, I'm gonna have her sit up, so I just need to move.